Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another General Cadaver video. Today we have another very exciting doll unboxing to do. I finally am getting around to opening the amazing Bratz x MeanGirls Cady Heron doll. This is of course the Wave 2 dolls. Like I've said in my other two videos, unboxing Regina and Janice, which were the first two to come out in Wave 2. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the first round of these dolls, the round where they had Regina, Cady, and Karen and Gretchen. This, however, is an amazing release to have, and I'm so grateful to be able to get my hands on these girls. If there is a Wave 3, I really hope I can get my hands on them as well. I will try as hard as I can to get a Wave 3 release. This is probably one of my favorite Bratz releases that they've done. This is definitely my favorite Bratz collab. Lots of Bratz collabs I don't really have any interest in. There's like 2 girl collabs that they're doing, but I have no idea who either of them are. They've done a Hello Kitty collab, but they didn't include Sasha, and plus I'm just not a big fan of Hello Kitty. Never really have been. My favorite character in Sanrio is probably Gudetama, the little egg guy who's always sad, but I really like these dolls. I do still have the dust protector on her, but I will cut that off in a minute. Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. I love how they gave her more mathletes outfit, and then of course a more plastic outfit. They seem to be doing a trend where they give Cady like one outfit that's more herself, a more tomboyish outfit, and then also pairing it with a more girly outfit or a more plastic outfit of hers. I really like that they give her more tomboyish outfits, because that, you know, as we see throughout the movie, is like who she truly is, not somebody she's like pretending to be. Although she's probably not necessarily pretending, it's probably more so she's just letting that part of herself out. I really enjoy it. This hair color, I like this hair color a lot better than I like the first release's hair color. The first release's hair color was like a very fire truck red, which is still very beautiful, but it just didn't fit the movie. It wasn't accurate to the actress herself or the movie. It was more of a fantasy ginger, when this is like an actual ginger, an actual orange hair color. I prefer to call it orange hair instead of red, because this is not red. This is orange. Gingers have orange hair. They don't have red hair. Sometimes they have red hair, but most of the time gingers have orange hair. So I don't necessarily know why we call it red when it's not red, but I digress. And because I got her on the Bratz website, I also got this awesome poster of Cady, and she's going to go right next. I don't know if you can see, but I have them behind me. She's gonna go right under Janice. I have Regina's, Janice's, and Cady's is going to go next. I really like the posters. They're not as big as the normal Bratz posters. They are quite a bit smaller. I like the pink color, I like the lips, I like the doodle-esque like font and little hearts and sparkles and things. I love the like yearbook photo and the spring fling photo. So yeah, this is definitely going on the wall as soon as I get done with this video. I absolutely love this, and they're nowhere near as blurry as Janice's pictures. Even on like the front here, this picture is a lot less blurry than Janice's, and we also have some quotes from people on the inside. So the first one up top says, "I want my pink shirt back." That is from Damien. Cady and Janice's a best friend. There's also one down here. It says, "You're a regulation hottie," which is another quote from Janice. And then we have, "Don't let the haters stop you from doing your thing," from KG, which he's such a funny character. I love his KG and the Power of 3. I love their little rap routine on the spring fling stage. I thought it was so funny. Before the principal cuts them off. So I like that we have a little reference to KG's character. He's very funny. And obviously he is on the mathletes team with Cady. I will say the hair color is pictured a lot more of a vibrant orange than the orange she actually has on the doll, which I'm not that mad about. Like I'm not about that at all, but it's just something that I noticed. Her hair color on the actual doll is much more of a realistic hair color than the pictures of her. And of course, the box is just the North Shore High School emblem. It's what I assume to be a yearbook, although these yearbooks are obviously personalized, which my school's never had. They just gave us really yearbooks. And you had to pay for them. I always hated that. Why have something at a public school that people have to pay for? People go to a public school because they're too poor to afford a private school. I love the Mean Girls movie. It's such a classic movie, especially for the girlies, the gays. I don't know too many people other than that who like the movie. Obviously, the casting is iconic. Amanda Seyfried, she doesn't really get many lines in the movie, but I love Amanda Seyfried. She's one of my favorite actresses. I love her and Red Riding Hood, all that. Lindsay Lohan, surprisingly enough, or coincidentally enough, I used to, when I was a kid, people would tell me constantly that I looked just like Lindsay Lohan. My freckles were a little more prominent when I was a kid. Nowadays, I don't spend any time in the sun. But people would always tell me I look like Lindsay Lohan before the drugs. Which, poor girl, right? You know, it's not her fault. But she still looks good, you know? She's doing more acting now. So, the dust cover, obviously. Mean Girls and Bratz in the purple and blue font. I wish I got 2 of these dolls. I wish I got 2 of each of these dolls simply because I love how they look in box. I love just how when you open it, you just see this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The presentation, you get this beautiful picture of Cady, and then the doll herself, her accessories, her extra outfit. And this doll comes with a microphone and a stand, obviously because she does her big speech at the Spring Fling stage where she's apologizing for the burn book and everything she's done, you know, and that this is her first time being in a new school. She does only have 3 accessories, which really bugs me. I wish that they would have gave these dolls more accessories. I wish that they would have came with phones. So yeah, we have her in her little, I don't know, little insert thing, her little box insert. Again, there is tape all over the back of this box, so I'm going to remove all of the tape off camera and then come back and try to get all of her stuff out. Yeah, we'll talk more about the accessories and stuff then. As always, I try to start with taking the tape off the back of these boxes. I just find that it makes it a little easier. Sometimes I'll take these little like clear tabs and I'll just take my box cutter and just slice them off or cut them off. It makes it a little bit easier because the tape is really hard to cut anything through the little plastic ties. And they're typically in there really tight. So yeah, now I'm just going to go through with my big pair of scissors and try to cut anything out. Okay, so her little North Shore poster, little Spring Fling poster, and certificate of authenticity was a little harder to get out than Regina's and Janice's. It is just the same, they all have the same little North Shore Spring Fling poster. It just says nominate your king and queen. I really like it. It has the big crown, and then on the back, I really like the font that they use. They copy some of the font from the movie. Bratz, Mean Girls, Paramount Consumer Products. Again, these would be so cute in like a dollhouse or something like that as a poster. Some stuff is easier to get out than the others. The stands and the brush are pretty easy to get out. Okay, so she has a pink stand and brush, just like Regina's. This nice like light pink color. It's not so much of a hot pink. The stand we will use, and as always, the little brushes just go in my little brush jar. They don't get much use from me. All right, her shoes are already trying to fall out of the box, so we're gonna go ahead and get those. So here are her little shoes. These are like a muted pink. They have some little defects on the back, just some like little indentions and stuff, but that doesn't bug me too much. I like the muted pink color they chose. It matches the shirt she comes with. If you can see the little indentions and stuff in the back, they have a little strap on the back. They're very tall heels. Just this beautiful muted pink color. Now, Cady does come with the least amount of accessories. She only comes with 3. A makeup compact, I believe, blush or something like that, a nail polish, and of course her C necklace. I do like keeping these little inserts, and they just come like this plastic thing, and you can take the little like protector off. So we'll start with the C necklace. Obviously it matches Regina's, C for Cady, C-A-D-Y. Very weird spelling. But yeah, it's just a little silver necklace. It does match Regina's. Obviously it has a C instead of an R. I really like this accessory. She does come with a nail polish. Now the nail polish is super boring, pretty cheap accessory. It doesn't really have anything to do with the movie. You can take the top off. I don't know, this just comes with so many of their dolls. It feels like a really cheap accessory to include in a $70 like doll. Her other accessory, I'm not the biggest fan of. I was a little disappointed when I saw this coming with her. Now, there is a scene in the movie where she is holding a makeup palette and she's looking in the makeup palette and she is wearing this exact outfit. So I will give this little blush palette that, at least like it ties in with the movie. At least this is like an actual thing that she has in the movie. It ties in with the outfit. However, the nail polish just has no tie-in. That was just such a cheap accessory to include. But there is a scene in the movie where she's in class, she's talking to Janice. I think it's when Janice is inviting her to her art show and she declines because she has like her own secret sabotage planned or something. I think really she's going to the party instead of the art show or something, or going that weekend, I don't know. But yeah, so I will give the little palette that, at least it actually ties in with the movie. All right, there's some rubber bands and little ties on the microphone, but we will get that out next. I like the microphone. I do have one of the Bratz Rock Angels dolls. I have Sasha, and she also comes with a microphone and a stand, although hers is red, more to match the theme of those dolls and that movie. This one, however, seems to be just the standard silver stand and black microphone. I will try to insert a picture of the microphone that they used in the movie just to see how accurate it is to the movie, but this is just like your standard microphone that you're gonna get or find, I guess, anywhere a microphone would be. I really like these. I don't see a lot of microphone stands with dolls or anything, so this is a very unique accessory to have, and I'm always down to have more doll accessories. I will say again, I wish these dolls came with phones. I think a phone would have been a perfect accessory instead of the nail polish. The nail polish is just so cheap. I know I keep saying that, but it does really upset me, especially when you're paying $70 for a doll. I think they should come with just fun accessories that you want to use. There's really nothing about the nail polish that makes me want to use it. But I do really enjoy this microphone stand. The little microphone does pop off, and it is pretty snug. Like wherever you put it, I don't think it'll fall out. There's wasps flying around. But yeah, really like the microphone. I think it's so cute. Ooh, you know, you can have any dolls doing it, and now I have 2. So yeah, I don't have any more of the Bratz Rock Angels dolls, but I do really like this microphone stand. You can't adjust it, although it kind of looks like you can, so be aware of that. It does feel kind of flimsy and breakable, but again, just be careful with all this stuff. This one is a little slanted, I will say. I don't know if you can tell. It doesn't go straight up, it kind of goes slantways a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to get her little outfit and outfit stand out of the box. I am gonna have to go through the little ties in the back to get these out. Let's see if my little scissors can do that better. I have these tiny little pink scissors. Oh Lord, Jesus. Okay, so I got the top piece of the outfit thing out. One thing about this outfit that I really love is this actual functioning zipper here. I just think that is so amazing, especially for scale. I just think it's awesome. I was not expecting them to do an actual zipper. I was really hoping that they would do an actual zipper because obviously the doll, or obviously the character in the movie, you know, her sweater is zipped or has a zipper and stuff like that. So I'm really glad that they kept with the accuracy. One of the sleeves was tied into the box. Her hoodie is T-tied to the back of her jacket, and then The sleeves are T-tied to the skirt, so just be really careful when opening the doll. These dolls, and Bratz dolls in general, have so many T-ties, lots of T-ties in weird locations. I would just be careful with that. I am going to just go ahead and snip all of the T-ties, just so I don't rip them. I'd rather just cut them, get it out of the way now, so I don't have to, you know, accidentally pull the fabric weird one day and then they snag. And also, little ties are kind of hard to get out. Sometimes you gotta search for them because they're really small and they're clear, so they are hard to see. But I love this outfit. I think this outfit is one of her most iconic outfits from the movie. I will put some footage from the movie. I love it. I love the plaid skirt with this little under tulle, this like fishnet, I guess. It's more circular than fishnet, it looks like. And there's also little like circles where it's filled in, because the one in the movie has little like polka dots on it. So I'm really glad how accurate they kept the outfits. I am disappointed by the accessories and the amount of accessories, but I'm not disappointed at all in the outfits. I know a lot of people were hoping that she would get that outfit, because that is one of her most iconic outfits. It's the outfit where she falls into the trash can. I think she's watching Regina and the guy, Aaron Samuels. She's watching them like make out in the hallway, and she's sad and she's staring at them, and then she just walks right into the trash can. Bratz actually put a little like nod to this on their Instagram that I liked. The little star things are kind of hard to get on there, I do have to say. This one seems particularly kind of hard to get on there. And it does seem to be a little loose. The holder, it does seem to be just a little bit loose. The outfit does keep falling out. Hopefully that won't be a problem, you know, once it's stationary and stuck. And the 5th point of the star comes in the bottom so that you can display them like flesh against something. And you can kind of like store it in the bottom a little bit. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to fit in there, but... And then, of course, Cady is stuck in the box, so let's try to get her out. I really like her Mathletes outfit. You know, again, it's just an outfit that's more true to who she actually is, not the like plastic version of her. I do like both versions, but this is more of the homeschool jungle freak that she came to the school as. Okay, so here is Cady in all of her glory. She's absolutely gorgeous. She was hell to get out of the box. This hair was packaged into the box, like each section of it, and plus her and everything else. Lots of ties and things, but her face is absolutely gorgeous. I do have to say, I love these screenings much more than the first screenings. The first screenings had bigger eyes. These eyes are much more like sharp, slanted. I believe the makeup is a little more dramatic, although she does have one color eyeshadow. The blue fits both the outfits, I think, so I'm glad that they gave her blue eyeshadow. You know, no matter what outfit you have her in, her makeup's going to match. She does have one pair of earrings. I thought she would come with 2, but you know, the one pair of earrings is good. They're like these, I don't want to say trapezoid. They're like diamond shapes, I guess. I guess you could make them like square too, put them on the square side, but they are like on the diamondy-er side. I love this Letterman jacket she has. This pleather material is so cute. Obviously her hair is stunning. This beautiful orange red color. I absolutely love the hair color that they did for this doll. I love the like pinkish orangish. I love the pinkish orangish shade that they chose for her lips. The yellow and the blue look so good. I mean, obviously that's more of the school colors than Bratz doing that, but it's still really gorgeous. She has a little blue polo shirt underneath. The jacket is T-tied into the shirt. Her little medal, because she did win the Mathletes competition for her school. She was in sudden death or something. Am I thinking about dodgeball? Sudden death or something with a girl from a different school, but she managed to win And then we got KG coming in with the power slide, ripping his shirt off, making the other school feel like shit after the win. Of course, they go to the spring fling afterwards, even though she's grounded. The teacher suggests, you know, she's already out. What more harm can you do? You're already breaking the rules. Her hair's a little boxified. I do like the curliness, but we got some flat pieces in here. The bottoms are a little heavily gelled. I am going to brush her hair out. Hopefully some of the curls don't come out. I don't know if I'm going to wash their hair. I obviously didn't wash Janice's hair, and I haven't washed Regina's. Her hair was pretty good with just a brush out, so I'm assuming Cady's will be okay with just a brushing. She has these really cute khaki pants. Typically, like this outfit, I would hate. It's just like a boring outfit, but I love the details. It doesn't have actual pockets, but it does have some real buttons here. The polo shirt says North Shore. I like the khaki pants. I like the way that they feel. I don't know if it's actually khaki material. Okay, the jacket has like a thread connecting it. I don't really know if you could tell, but there's a thread connecting the jacket together. I am going to snip that. I'm going to snip the little T-ties keeping the jacket and stuff together. And there is a T-tie keeping her medal to her shirt. And I like the little medal. I've never seen a Bratz medal. I've never had a doll, like a Bratz doll, that had a little medal like this. It's so cute. It looks like a little coin. It says Bratz. It says something champions. 100 champions? It says something on it. The top says Bratz. There's a B with the halo, and then the bottom says something, but I just can't tell what the bottom says just because the font is so small. I can go ahead and take her jacket off. And once you get all the T-ties off of the jacket. So let's go ahead and look at the jacket. I really like the Letterman style, this like very soft cobalt blue, deep blue. It is a little see-through. You can kind of see through the fabric there, this leather or pleather, this yellow pleather I really like. Hopefully it doesn't peel. I would hate for this to start peeling, but hopefully that doesn't happen. And then here is Cady with just the polo and pants on. Obviously she has her black Converse shoes, very, very similar to both of Janice's pair of shoes, which I don't like how they reused a bunch of pair of shoes, but I mean, I get it. They probably were all wearing Converse in the movie and stuff, so I get why they did that. Big fat squirrel climbing up the tree. Her medal is not like attached to her shirt. It's a separate piece. It just connects in the back here, like a little Velcro piece. I love how the shirt has an actual collar all the way around until you get to the Velcro. And then of course we have the North Shore Lions logo on the shirt. I love the detail. You know, it's just a khaki shirt, but I love the button detail, the little school logo detail. I think it's very, very cute. And I love the blue and the orange of her hair, the muted khaki. Her pants don't really have much stretch, but that's Bratz pants for you. And she does have these incredibly light pink underwear on. I was hoping she'd have blue underwear just to stand out. A lot of the Bratz girls have pink underwear. I still like the pink underwear. I think it's super cute. She's just so cute no matter what outfit she's in, no matter how tomboyish, no matter how girly. She just always looks so, so good. Also, I don't know what the hell's going on with the brightness. Her crown is planted pretty firmly on her head. It does have longer, like it does have actual, I don't know, legs, I guess. Actual legs. If you can see here, her hair's pretty messy, but the legs of the tiara go around her hair quite a lot. Very, very much more than Regina's and Janice's, who are just like a broken piece of like the front of the crown. So I am going to switch her outfit, and I am going to take off the T-ties and these little plastic things off. I really, really hope that her crown will be able to fit on her head after all of that is taken off. I assume it will, just because how the legs, you know, how long the legs are, but Of course, obviously taking the T-ties out, there is a possibility that it won't go back to the original, like how good it originally looks, because this is like, you know, it's not completely, I don't know, it's just in a really good position on her head and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to redo the position of the crown and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to take off her crown and switch her into her plastic outfit so we can get a look at that just before we turn the camera around and get a better view at her and all of her accessories. Okay, I do have to say, Cady's stand is the absolute loosest stand that we have. It's even looser than Regina's. It doesn't even, like, I don't know, the thing is just too wide. That's something I noticed when I was changing her clothes. This is her little jacket. The little thing is like a regular jacket with the little metal tab. You just put it in the thing and then zip it up. You do want to be very, very careful because it's so delicate. Her shirt is more of a tank top. I'm glad that it's not one piece. I'm glad that they are two pieces. More of a tight-fitting tank top shirt. And then her skirt is very, very cute. We have the pastel plaid or gingham. I believe it's plaid. And then this like frilly white stuff reminds me of like the reproduction Draculaura and Claudine skirts, like just with the frilly stuff underneath them. I really, really like it. Here is her little shirt. Again, we just have the Velcro. It doesn't go all the way down, so it is a little bit more difficult to take off the dolls, but you just have to pay more attention to the hands. We have the little khaki pants here. Very, very soft material. I really actually like how soft these are. Okay, so here is Cady in her other outfit. I haven't taken the crown off yet, but I wanted to show you guys what the outfit looks like with the jacket open. The zipper is very delicate, so when you're fastening the zipper, just be careful. Now take your time. Okay. So this is how it is in the movie. It's more like half zipped up, half, you know, not zipped up. I really enjoy the shoes on her. The like pale pink matches with the pale pink shirt really, really nicely. And this outfit is kind of all legs, but that's how the outfit is in the movie. That's how the outfit is in the movie too, so I can't really get too mad about that. I'm gonna try and take these little scissors and just very, very carefully snip off the little plastic ties. There is quite a few of them. Okay guys, I brushed her hair out. She did have quite a lot of shedding and her hair is quite curly, bouncy, poofy, especially from the front. This isn't as curly as her hair was in the movie, but taking the crown off of her head was an absolute nightmare, and her hair got really, really messy from that. So I decided to brush it out. She does have a lot of hair. The top is more thickly rooted than my Regina doll, which is very nice. I do really like that. Let me put her necklace on also. And there we go. Have her necklace on and everything now. She's a very, very gorgeous doll. I'm so happy to have her. I love this thick curly head of orange hair that she has. I might end up washing her hair. I'm actually not sure. Just because it's so big and poofy, it's so curly. It's reminding me of how Gretchen's hair looked in the stock photos, I think. But she's absolutely gorgeous. Again, I wish these dolls would have came with a phone or a bag, just something. A more, I don't know, an accessory that made more sense with them would have been nice. Even if she came with a big trash can to put her in upside down, you know, that would make more sense than the nail polish. But she's an absolutely gorgeous doll. Probably should have left her or put her back in her spring fling outfit for this, but here are Regina, Cady, and Janice. Once we turn the camera around, I will put her back in her spring fling outfit and we can see all of them. I do have Regina and Janice displayed in their spring fling outfits, just because I really like their spring fling outfits. So that's how I will display Cady as well. I just really love all these dolls together. You know, Janice, of course, is my favorite character in that movie. I would love to also have Karen and Gretchen. I think, you know, they would just add so much to this collection. I would love to have them. I really hope there's another release of these dolls. I will hopefully be able to get my hands on any other dolls that they release in this line. So first we'll just take a look at Cady's accessories. The first thing she comes with is, of course, the microphone and stand. This piece can come off. I don't really know why you would want to take it off, but it does come off. Just a black and silver stand. It is a little curved. The microphone can come off as well. I love the little microphone. It's just such a cute accessory. You know, you don't see too many doll microphones. A little fake button on it. Yeah, very, very cute. This is her next accessory, just a really common little nail polish. The top does come off so you can pretend to paint her nails. This is the most boring accessory in my opinion. And then her last accessory is this little makeup compact. You can see my fingerprints all over it. I'm assuming this is like a big old blush. Has a little bit of a mess up on the side there. And then it doesn't have like a fake mirror, it just has this shiny piece. But she actually uses this in the movie to look in it and talk to Janice. So this accessory I do understand, although I do think it's boring. Here is her second outfit. This is the hoodie, the shirt, the skirt, the necklace, and of course we have the heart stand. You can see there the bodice just falls right off of the stand. The stand is incredibly loose, but yeah, pretty standard little heart stand there, or star stand. I love this little jacket. You can see the working zipper here. Such an iconic accessory. This outfit is one of the more iconic outfits from the movie. One of Cady's best plastic outfits, in my opinion. I love the plaid skirt here, the necklace, the shirt. Just absolutely adore this outfit. Just you can take the jacket off if you want to, and then you just have the pink shirt and the plaid skirt. Still a really cute outfit. I love how cinched the waist is in this shirt. Love tight shirts. And then here is the jacket. I absolutely love it. This material feels like an actual jacket material too. And then of course you have the working zipper. Such a cool, interesting detail. Here are her second pair of shoes that go with her more plastic outfit. They are this like muted pink color. They have this strap on the back of each heel. You can see some little damage to the shoes there, little indentions. They don't really bother me. I like these. I like these a lot. I like the pink color. I don't know, they just look so good. Here is Cady's stand. I did already put her brush up. And here is Cady herself. She is wearing her mathlete's outfit. This is the outfit that I'm most likely going to display her in. Oh, I love these gorgeous green eyes with the blue eyeshadow that matches both of her outfits. I love these little brows here. I really like her eyebrows. And then this orangey pink lip I really like as well. She has some diamond shaped earrings. The crown is a little difficult to like fit super correctly in her head. Her hair is pretty crazy too. But here is the little crown. You can see the fangs are very long, so you can just stick it on her head and it does stay pretty well. Here is her little mathlete's outfit. First we have her polo shirt and her Letterman jacket. I love this little Bratz medal. It's so cute. I don't like the Bratz hands, but that's really whatever. She has these pants here. These khaki pants, very soft. And then of course just some standard black Converse shoes, very similar to Janice's. I really like the jacket. It's very nicely made. It does have fake pockets on the sides, but oh well. I mean, it's still really cute, and I like this material. It's kind of a thick material. Does feel like a jacket. There's a little North Shore Lions logo there. We have some fake buttons. Absolutely love the blue and the yellow together. And here is Cady again. You can see the polo shirt has some fake buttons as well. I love the little collar going around it, and it says North Shore with the little Lions logo. The shirt doesn't Velcro all the way down. It Velcros like halfway, and then you just pull it off. The pants don't have pockets, but they do Velcro in the back. And Cady is wearing these light pink underwear, which I think is really cute. I actually, absolutely love the Mathletes outfit. I just think it's absolutely adorable. I love how true to Cady it is. And then I did brush out her hair. That's why her hair is so curly and crazy. I just couldn't stand it being how it was, taking the crown in and out. Yeah, very, very gorgeous. Now let's go ahead and take a look at her in her second outfit. Here is Cady in her second outfit. This is her plastic outfit. I really, really like the necklace. Of course, the jacket is the star of the show, honestly. Just this beautiful light blue. It's kind of like a bluish green color, obviously with the zipper, the functional working zipper. It's the star of the show. The C necklace is so cute, and it matches Regina's C necklace, or Regina's R necklace. Her hair is so gorgeous. I love this orange shade. Matches with her lips a little bit. This is the skirt. It has 2 layers here. This first layer is just the plaid layer, and then the second layer is the little, I don't know, fishnet layer? Whatever it's called, I'm not really sure. And then it has these little dots on it too, because hers in the movie was polka dotted. Again, the outfit is all legs, I do have to say. Really leggy outfit, but that's alright. You know, it was a really leggy outfit in the movie. And then here are the shoes. Really, really nice, beautiful muted pink color, kind of like I don't know, kind of matches the shirt in a way, just because it's more of like a muted color. You see her in the sun there. She's just absolutely gorgeous. Probably the prettiest doll in this collection. The face card is amazing. Obviously the outfit, such an iconic outfit. I love her hair. I don't know if I could get it how it originally was. I did brush it out, which made all the curls come out. But it is really nice. And she luckily has a nice thick, full head of hair. She's very nicely rooted. She's a little gelified, a little bit of gel up here. There was some gel at the ends of her hair, but brushing it out mostly worked. I don't know if I'm going to wash their hair. I don't think I'm going to wash any of their hair personally. But her hair does look a bit crazy after being brushed out. And it's picking up a little more orange on camera. It actually has more warmth in real life. More of a reddish warmth. It's very copper on camera. Very orange on camera. But it's a little more copper in real life. And because this is such a cute little accessory, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Bratz medal. Both sides say Bratz with the B, and then I cannot for the life of me make out what the little words say on the bottom. If anybody can tell what those words are, it just has red, white, and blue. I'm not really sure. I don't know why it has that, but it has these little tabs here. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to be tabbed. Maybe like that or something. I don't know. But yeah, super cute little medal there. Cady did win. She realized that the limit did not exist. And that's how she won. Oh, I have a little flaw right there. You can see that little miscoloring, whatever. But still, very nice medal. I really like this. I've never had a Bratz medal, so this is a really awesome accessory for me to have. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you how I have Cady and the other two girls. So here we have Cady, of course, in the Mathletes outfit, Mathletes uniform. We have her little two accessories right there. Put all their accessories in front of them. We have their clothes beside them. Definitely could have like two dolls, you know, the doll and then another doll, but I do like displaying them with their clothes. Yeah, it does look a little more empty than the bottom shelf, but the Bratz collection is growing. She's looking so good, and I love these girls. Also, we have the Cady poster right by the Regina and Janice, and I got it by my Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster. Okay, guys, me and Cady Heron both want to thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much in particular to those of you who stayed until the end of this video. Big, huge shout out to my Patreon members. As always, you will see your names on the beginning and the end card of every single video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching me unbox Cady. Let me know if you were able to get your hands on this doll. I think this release went a lot better than the first Bratz Girls release. Bratz MeanGirls release. Let me know if you have Regina or Janice. Let me know what your favorite doll in this line is. I might have to go with Janice, but I really love Cady's doll as well. Let me know how you feel about the posters. Yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, anything you want to comment. Make sure you check out my description box for my Patreon, my Buy Me a Coffee, and my Mercari, my Depop, for ways to support me. Check out all my social medias, Snapchat, Facebook, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, Snapchat. I also have Letterboxd and Criticless if you'd like to keep up with the movies I'm watching. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully the next video will be my Skeletor Xenomorph unboxing. That's the next doll I have yet to unbox. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye-bye!